This morning we started off whipping around some top waters, and surprisingly enough, it was very uneventful. It's about 8 o'clock right now, and we've been fishing since 6:30. Yesterday in South Florida, it was 37 degrees where I live, and today it's like in the mid 60s, and the water temp I checked was about 60 degrees. 60 degrees is like freaking freezing to a snook. So things are gonna be slow. Oh great, it's actually starting to rain on us right now. So we're gonna fish here for about an hour or so and see if we can tackle any fish, and good if not, we're gonna have to call an audible and see what's going on. But today's video is also sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box. If you don't know what Mystery Tackle Box is, they are a subscription-based company. Sends a box of lures to your door every single month that has a bunch of goodies. They do freshwater, they do saltwater boxes. They're a great way to find new lures. They're a great way to test your angling skills and make you try different things and get out of your comfort zone. I highly recommend them. So I'll leave a link down below where you can pick up your first box for like 5 skrillas or something like that. So go down below, check that out. Right now, we're gonna throw twitch bait around and work it real slow. See if we can find some snook. I might see a snook sitting up here in the shallows. Absolutely is. A little one, but oh, there's a few of them actually. One of them's all over it. There he is, got him. There's multiple snook just sitting right here up in this shallow flat. This one's actually one of the better sized ones that was up there. Oh, right where I was hoping they'd be. There's still like 3 or 4 sitting up there. That was really cool, man. He just like super slow-mo, he came up behind my twitch bait, opened his mouth, like didn't even swing it, just came up behind it, went like that and missed it. And then I twitched it once and let it sit still, and he came up and just hammered it. So what just happened right there is I'm kind of cruising really slow along a dock line and was just looking for fish, basically trying to sun themselves in shallow areas or hanging around the docks for some warmth. And right in this corner where a dock meets a little sand flat and some mangroves, there was a small snook sitting there chilling, and I could see him really well. And then the second I threw it, I was like, oh, there's like 5 or 6 of them sitting there. And actually like one of the bigger ones out of the whole entire pack came up and just kind of scarfed down on it there. For how cold it is and this fish not being overwhelmingly big, he's not fighting intensely, but he's fighting for a while. I'm actually kind of surprised here. It's not a bad fish. There you go. Not quite a giant, but probably a nice little 22-inch snook. A very good fish for a cold morning like today. We're gonna get him back in the water here. Okay. That's one way to do it. Awesome, awesome, good start. Today was starting really slow, but this could be good. When it's cold out, I basically have 2 different approaches that I take to targeting fish. Either look really, really shallow to find fish, sunning, and when the sun comes up, those shallow areas are gonna be the first place that warms up quickest, and that's where a lot of fish are gonna be, and that's where we nailed that first snook this morning. And second go-to is fishing deeper passes, so like inlets, channels, or bridges. And bridges are awesome because all the concrete holds a lot of warmth through the day. When the sun hits it, it'll warm up a little bit, and then the deeper water, it may be sometimes colder, but it takes longer to fluctuate temperature, so it's more consistent and the fish are into it. So we are going to fish a bridge here while we dodge in and out of rainstorms and see if we can't find a nice snook from the bridge. one phone call and a 2-hour car ride later, and we're no longer in South Florida. We're in Central Florida bass fishing here. Oh, I just got hit right there. Oh my gosh, that was like my 4th cast. Something just came up and clocked this Exo Swim. We're rigged up here with a Biospon Exo Swim on a weighted swim bait hook. This is a bait that I just get all the time in my Mr. Tackle box, and it is probably one of my favorite paddle tails, if not my favorite one. I use them all the time. You can also get them off Shop Carl, so I'll leave a link down there below. So we're gonna burn this over this grass field right here. I say burn, use that loosely. Reel at a medium retrieve over this grass field here. And we're gonna make our way to the outer edge of it and throw a lipless crank or some jerk baits around, see if there's some suspended fish out there and all the hydrilla. I started this afternoon flipping some grass and lily pads and stuff like that, and just literally nothing happened. So we'll roll this Biospon around for this Exo Swim, and I just got freaking crushed right there. Ooh, hey. Okay, it's a good sign. Alrighty, I think this is gonna be the deal sealer here. It's just a little jerk bait I got out of my Mr. Tackle box. We're working down a grass edge, and we're about 6 feet of water, so this should just get right above the grass that's down there. And I'm just gonna work it pretty slow and let it hover. It was super cold yesterday. Like, it was probably 32 degrees, 33 degrees around where I'm fishing yesterday, and right now it's like probably 56, 57. So the water temps down in the 50s. These fish are cold and lethargic, so we're gonna work this jerk bait around and see maybe if there's just some fish hanging in this little drop off here, and if they're waiting for a little minute to just suspend right above their head. Is that a fish? Oh, what the hell? Mega crappie, holy crap. I'm gonna spot lock here for a second. Sweet mama, that's a big black crappie. Not quite what we're looking for, but that's pretty cool. I cannot tell you the last time I caught a black crappie. Actually, I think I could. I'm pretty sure it was in like Virginia 3 years ago. That's pretty funny. All right, we didn't get skunked out here on the lake. Not. Oh my gosh, that's another fish. That's a better fish though. Nice. We just found a stack of fish right here. This is just a nice little 1 pound, pound and a half largemouth probably. Not even that big. All right, there he goes. It's all right. Okay, I spot locked this up right here. There might be a school of fish sitting right behind the boat. We could be in the money here. Pretty sure it's got hit again right there. All right. The jerk bait came in. Oh my gosh, I was just getting balled in by a huge fish right there. Good Lord. I literally went to pull it out of the water and something just swirled right underneath it. Son of a... I was sitting there looking at that freaking boat that I was driving by, not paying attention. Damn it. I haven't really even explained why I'm fishing in Central Florida right now. So this morning when I was fishing for snook back home, I got a call from Zeke, and Zeke is my buddy who's in my videos all the time. He's in the last video I posted, whatever. He gets a call. He calls me and he's like, hey, what are the chances that you're going to be fishing in like Central Florida or up north today? And I was like, I wasn't planning on it, but why? And Zeke and my other buddy Ian needed something to be brought up from home and up to Central Florida. So I was like, okay, I'll do it, whatever. Just need an excuse to come up and fish up somewhere else, so why not? Hopped in the truck, drove a couple hours, and now we're here, and we got about 30 minutes probably left of fishing light. Right now, I'm definitely looking at a depth chart on my phone. I have like the worst GPS unit system, or like sonar system on my boat ever, so I'm just looking at a old school depth chart here, and seeing if I can find a good edge or something that we can get on top of, and maybe we'll just fish it to close out the day. I found a spot that might be worth a look. Let's see if we can find out.
grass head in the middle of the lake, about 9-10 feet of water. Let's see if we can find a fish. We only got about 20 minutes, so it's not even that much.